welcome back to Looking Glass Letterbox for another day of Teatime and Tarot. Hope you have a nice cup of tea or something cozy while we go through what the cards have to say today. Now this is a general reading. It's not for any specific person, any specific question. It's just a shuffle to see what the tarot has for us to consider today. These Teatime Tarot is going to be posted Monday through Fridays throughout 2021 as a journaling exercise that I've really been enjoying so far. So if you've been here before, welcome back. If you haven't, welcome as well. Follow along, follow every day, check in every once in a while, catch up on the weekends, however you'd like to use this. They are timeless readings, so whenever you come across one that appeals to you, then check it out. It may apply to what you're thinking about or considering or dealing with at the moment. Remember, take what works for you, leave what doesn't. And we're going to go ahead and get started. For today, the first one on the table is the Seven of Swords. Okay, wanting to check out, walk away, turn around, go in the opposite direction of the one that you've been operating within, or what you've been seeking to come into connection with. Some intimidation or sort of defensive action. Maybe you may feel the impulse to run away or to remove yourself from the situation for reasons of your own. Remember, these are Seven of Swords, so it's your thoughts, your perception, your perspective, and your decisions. And then we have, the Knight of Swords. Okay, so do you walk away, turn away, protect yourself, or remove yourself from the situation, or do you charge forward, full speed ahead? Absolutely going in this direction, or maybe I need to go back over here. So a little bit of a dilemma, being pulled in two directions, either to go, to stay, or to go. So should you stay or should you go? Again, that's entirely up to you. Tarot can't tell you what to do. It only asks you what you think about things. So charging toward the world that's opening up. Okay, so there's some things that you're resistant to release, that you're resistant to address so that you can move on from them. Do you want to, you may be a little intimidated about what's going to be required of you in this new cycle that's going to be open up. Again, the zodiac year is closing down. It's the last sign of the zodiac wheel. So Pisces is closing up. Aries is going to be opening up in March, at the end of March, and a whole new cycle is beginning. So do you want to go back and stay where you are, or stay where you have been and exist within that space? Or do you want to charge full speed ahead into this new experience, new world? Take time to check the perimeter with this one. Make sure you're not going to do any collateral damage by reacting too swiftly and being sort of tunnel vision and not noticing, what other things are going to be affected by your decision. That shouldn't stop you from moving forward, but just so that you're aware and you can decide how to more effectively move forward and not damage things that you would like to maintain. And then after that, we have the Two of Swords. So the split decision: to stay or to go, to stay or to go, to stay or to go back or to go forward. Which one are you aligning with there, or are you concerned about? Because in the Two of Swords, again, it's decision. This is all very, thought-based in your what's happening in your mind at the moment, in the mental body. And Dorothy's standing there, cross swords, and she's blindfolded. She can't really see the outcome. She can't be guaranteed or assured of anything, and that can be intimidating. That can leave you feeling insecure or inadequate or apprehensive. All those nervous feelings, the butterflies in your stomach when you're stepping into a situation that you're unsure that you're going to be able to adapt to or navigate. But human beings are ridiculously adaptable. I mean, that's our main feature, is that we can learn and evolve and change and figure out what needs to be done and how to navigate within a space, either following the rules, breaking the rules, adapting the rules, or, innovating past the rules. So will you be able to, which one is it that you want to tap into? Because there is an opportunity about to be offered to you, a coin. So that's about material manifestation, homework, money, family, health. So a job, a new place to live, to move, to, I mean, it could be marriage or children. You know, anything that you manifest in your material realm is with the coins, and the Ace of Pentacles is the beginning of a new opportunity. So the seed that's going to progress into the result, which is the tangible evidence of your efforts outside of yourself. So that's something to contemplate, certainly. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. So tapping into that nature of exchange, that point of growth, giving in order to receive in return, and receiving in return. So extending help and assistance into a situation, and when it's your turn, receiving help in exchange for the help that you've given. So generosity, the intention to support not just growth for yourself, but growth for the environment that you are operating within as well. Okay, and then what lies between the two is the moon. Okay, it's Pisces season. We're out of Aquarius, we're into Pisces. So emotionally, we're sort of, Pisces, it can be sort of like a soothing balm that you can take your time in order to calm your fears, or consider your ambition, you know, and soften the edges of that, or just sort of take the time to ruminate in everything that's happened over the past year since the beginning of the zodiac year, or even over the past week, you know, whatever phase of time that you're looking at. Pisces is a good season to sort of consider and sort of come to realization and understanding and clarity about how things have progressed over the past year or over the past month, however long you want to consider it, however you feel it applies for you. But this is definitely a should I stay or should I go consideration. Clarifying the Seven of Swords. We have the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Wands. Okay, so that's two cycles closing up. So Ten of Pentacles is foundation, establishment, again, in the material realm, in your outside world. Ten of Wands is the responsibilities and the actions and the cycles that you need to engage with in order to make this Ten of Wands happen. With Ten of Wands, it can be overwhelm, overburden, overstimulation, unreasonable expectation of yourself and how you need to show up or perform within a situation and what you're expected to receive in return. So lightening up that the restriction of expectation, and that may be what's maybe having you sort of want to step away and go backward in the opposite direction here, is just because the intimidation of whatever this expectation is and whatever result it is that you are expected to receive from it within a certain period of time. So consider those things, and consider if you can, you know, cut yourself a break to recenter so that you can move forward again. So whenever the Seven of Swords comes up and you're tempted to sort of step away or go backward or run away, it's sort of, for me, it's an indication to take a beat, consider, why is that my response? Is there something messed up about the situation that I was walking into that I'm just like, no, I'm not doing that. Nope, that's messed up. I'm not doing that. Or is it the intimidation or inadequacy or insecurity you feel within your own ability to be able to step into that space and be effective? So that when the Seven of Swords comes up, that's a question that I ask myself. So that may be helpful for some of you who are, you know, feeling that way. Let's clarify the Knight of Swords. And I mean, you have the Moon here and the Moon here as well. So there is some mystery. There is unknown quantity. You are stepping into a new realm, a new cycle of development. So that is intimidating. That is a completely acceptable response to a situation like that. The choice that you need to make is, how are you going to choose to engage that response? and apply it for yourself individually. Knight of Swords. Okay, Six of Cups and Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so Knight of Swords is indicating there is a return to self, a union, something based in your past, a reconnection, a reinvigorating, re-enlivening of maybe parts of yourself that you forgot, that you've been reminded of, that you want to bring in to this new cycle, that maybe you've had to put aside for a while, or a relationship that you want to re-engage with, but whether that be romantic, friendship, familial, platonic, whatever it is, some kind of a relationship that you want to that you've been reminded of, that's also requires a long-term commitment, long-term progression, a stubborn, steadfast loyalty to the development of it with the Knight of Pentacles, and you're going to charge in and get this ball rolling and get started. We are just coming out of Mercury retrograde, so a lot of us can be, out there, you're sort of chomping at the bit, ready to, like, I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for this to become possible again, for this cycle to open up, and been frustrated as all get out because it has just stalled for longer than I expected it would take to get here, and I'm ready to go, even though it's a long haul, big picture progression. Very excited to get started. Let's clarify the World. Temperance, patience with Temperance. We're in the stage of flux, the magic that happens in between the spaces of what was and what will be. So that flux and that flow and that evolution that happens in the space between before it is actualized. So patience is required. Cycles, the previous cycle is closing down, the new cycle is going to be opened up, but there is that transition space that lies between. And this is the water. We're in Pisces season. It's a water sign. This is the water of that that change, that evolution that's flowing back and forth in transition. Excuse me. So the Knight of Swords may want to charge forward, but patience. When the time is right, you will know. And then when the time is right is when the tower falls and it becomes apparent to you which direction you want to go in and how you're going to be able to operate in that space. Okay, so something is going to shift out of the way or be disconnected, that's out of your control, that has been a part of your life for maybe quite a long time. You may have felt that it was providing you support and stability. It wasn't. It was taking up space and blocking new developments from moving in. So whether that be something in your external world that's going to be changing and shifting away from you, or whether it's in your own internal perception of, thought or feeling or understanding, that's going to be clarified to you. That is not what you thought that it was. So that shifting is going to open up the space for this Ace of Pentacles to move in. And at the bottom of the deck, you have Justice. So that's the rebalancing, the reconsidering with objective, peaceful, calm, equanimity, and non-biased sort of review of the big picture, of the grand scheme of things, the bird's eye view, and seeing how all things are connected. And when this tower, which is possibly something that's been causing you difficulty in navigating around and allowing other connections to come into play, when this is removed, that map is going to change, and you're going to know how to respond to that based on the application of Justice here. And it's also Libran energy, maybe helpful to talk to a Libra. Sagittarius energy, may be helpful to talk to a Sagittarius. Pisces, again, the moon, may be helpful to talk to a Pisces. But at the bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles, all right? So an idea of what to do with this opportunity when it arrives, and you can accept it and hold it in your hands and decide how to move forward from there. And between that is the Page of Cups. being creative and innovative in that novice spirit, again with the Page of Pentacles, about something that has emotional resonance, a relationship, how you're going to care for yourself and your well-being, being generous and kind to yourself and to others, and receptive to the potential that's going to open up for you as well. My goodness, I'm loving this reading. There is an unknown quantity to step into, a little trepidation about doing so, but I mean, there's a long-term progression and something that is significant and unified within yourself that you, whoever's connecting with that, want to commit to and are excited about moving into this new cycle with. But again, the expectation and intimidation about what you're going to have to do, how to do it, like, it's time to do stuff. You know how you have a wish and you want something to happen, but sometimes you're like, I don't want to do this stuff. I don't want to do this stuff. I just sort of want it to happen. Well, that's not how it's going to play out. You have to do the stuff in order to make it happen. That's the whole point of this exercise, correct? This silly thing that we call life. And then we have the universe has your back. The moment I embrace my peace within and surrender the outcome is the moment that the universe can truly get to work. Okay. So releasing some of that control, or the expectation of the control that you feel you need to have over the situation. Your control is deciding what to say yes to, what to say no to, following through on it, and just doing the next right thing, and then lining up with the next right thing and the next right thing, and being open and available and teachable so that you can develop through the process. The result that you get outside of that is a byproduct of your effort. All right, so releasing the control that you think that you need to hold over the result that you achieve, which is the 10 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles here, may be the tower that needs to shift out of your way. It may be the understanding of how manifestation works and how you make your life happen works. You put in the effort, you do the things, you follow through, the next right thing after the next right thing after the next right thing, you know, and learn and grow and evolve along the way. And then the material manifestation, the result that you get, is going to be a byproduct of all of those efforts. All right, the result is not the point. It's the doing that is the point. So releasing control of expectation and surrendering the outcome to how the universe provides it to you is going to allow you to relax a little bit within the space, and also enjoy the moment, enjoy the time and the energy and the effort and the connection and the experience of the entire thing, because you're not so target focused on a specific outcome of it. Giving yourself over to the process, and then whenever the results come, being receptive and receiving those and continuing to grow and move and carry on. Wonderful. I love that. I hope you enjoyed that. That is all that I have for you today. I will see you guys tomorrow.